Well, happy Monday, everybody. Another edition of Straight from Nate. And this edition, we're talking about the Cherry Festival. Cherry Festival, you know, started June 29th and is going to run through the 6th of July. And as you can see down here at the open space, there's a lot of activity going on just to get ready for the event. This is a huge event for the county, for the city, and the community at large. And we are so grateful for people like Kat Pay and the Cherry Festival staff and volunteers that have put so much time and effort to get to this day. So I know that the Cherry Festival staff and volunteers have put in excess of 40,000 hours dedicated to this event, and they plan everything from start to finish for every single day and every single event. And they're professionals the way they do it, and they always seem to pull it off. So very grateful for all those volunteer hours and staff that have worked so hard to get us to this day. Yeah, how great is it that right before the beginning of the Cherry Festival, Elmer's pulls off a Hail Mary and they finish the parkway and get it open so that we don't have this horrible east-west traffic situation going on here in the city. People have been very patient, and I know they're very grateful for the work Elmer's has done and everybody involved to get that project done to a point that they can put it on pause while the Cherry Festival is occurring. So we have all of this preparation getting ready for our Cherry Festival, concerts, parade, all the different events, the air show, and all of this started back in 1910 by a group of farmers from the peninsula, and they wanted to get together and have a blessing of the blossoms. So that is where the roots were for the concept of the Cherry Festival. And the first Cherry Festival, by the way, I think was 1926. And a little fun fact, I've heard today that the cherries are early this year, so we'll be using local cherries rather than flying them in from wherever we've brought them in from. I believe it was Washington. So yay, Cherry Festival. So the county has a lot of involvement within the planning, the preparation, and the activities of the day-to-day festival. And as an example, you'll have an air show including the Blue Angels. Well, that requires we have divers in the water. Well, those are county divers, and county controls the box in the bay, and the Marine Division is out there on a daily basis making sure the motoring public on the waters, they're acting safely and properly. And the county is involved in every piece of it. You take a week of the festival, you have an air show featuring Blue Angels, you have 2 parades, concerts every night. There's a lot of activity that's going on to get ready for that type of activity. We're expecting almost 500,000 people to come into our community during this week to enjoy the shows, concerts, and the events. And it takes practice and preparation to prepare ourselves for that quantity of people. So local law enforcement, fire, EMS, 911, our emergency management, and the Cherry Festival staff have worked for months in preparation, creating something called an Incident Action Plan, or an IAP. And what that plan does is it allows those involved to plan for everything from a lost child, a bad weather event, or a catastrophic failure of some sort. So that in the event that something happens that is emergent in nature, those professionals have already walked through a plan on how to deal with it. So it takes hours and months of working together to help make sure that those attending the festival are safe and taken care of.